Hi, this is David Liu from DCLTech.com, and today I'll be showing you how to mod out your Madcatz SE Standard Edition Fightstick with Sanwa parts. You're going to need a couple tools for this job. The first of all, you're going to need a flathead screwdriver for mostly taking off the joystick, a Phillips head screwdriver for taking the screws off the mounting plate, and pliers if the buttons are a little difficult to take off. And in addition, you're going to need the parts to replace it with. So first things first, we're going to have to go to the back panel and start taking the screws off. Alright, now that the screws are off, we can open up the back panel. Also take note that this is going to void your warranty, so be forewarned there. But I'm sure you already knew that, saying you ordered the parts. If the case is a little hard to take off, stick a flathead and right where the cable comes in, just pop the screwdriver in and pop the case off. Now it's time to take the joystick off. As you can see, there's 4 screws that hold it in with its mounting plate. So you can go ahead and start taking these screws off. Now in order to take the joystick off, you're going to have to take off the ball that is connected to the joystick, and it moves concentrically with the shaft, so you're going to have to use a screwdriver and hold it in place while you unscrew it. So take a flathead screwdriver and put it in the back of the joystick shaft and twist it like so, and you'll be able to take off the head if you're holding on to the head on the other side. So now as I hold the back of the shaft, I can actually twist off the ball head on this side, as seen here. Now it's time to take off the harness that connects the joystick to the actual controller. And on the Madcatz one, there is a notch that holds it in and some glue that holds it in to prevent it from coming out. So you have to kind of pry open above where the notch is on its backside and also get past its glue here. As you can see, it's a little tough the first time because you don't want to break the harness. So right here, you can actually get the harness off, and there you can see the glue. Now that the joystick's off, it's time to take off the buttons. And if you can't take them off with your fingers, you can use pliers to assist you in taking the connectors off of the buttons. There are also 2 notches that hold this panel mount button into the actual panel, and as you can see, all you have to do is press them in and push the button out the top side in order to get the button out. It might take a little effort, but you can eventually get it out. Then you take your new button, our nice Sanwas, and we're going to pop them in the exact same way from the top side, and those notches are what hold it in, and they'll click in. So as you can see, with the little effort, you can just get the buttons in pretty easily. Now just put the connectors back on the button, and you have properly replaced the actual button. And now you're going to have to repeat it, depending on if you're replacing the 6 or the 8, that many times. Now that all the buttons are in, it's time to take your new joystick and actually put it into the arcade fight stick. So first of all, we're going to take it out of its bag, and we're going to see some slight differences. First of all, it does come with a shaft cover, which is kind of different from the ones that the stock one comes with, and in addition, its mounting plate is a little different as well. So now we're going to put the stick back into the case, and we're going to put each of the 4 screws in, but not tightening them down, because we want to align the stick before we tighten it down. So once the stick is in, it's time to center the stick and tighten down the 4 screws that hold it in. Now that you've tightened each of the 4 screws, it is time to put the actual harness back on. So place it back the same way that the old stick had it as well. Just also be mindful that it does not have the locking tab that the previous one had, so it's going to be a little loose. If it still is a little loose, you can use glue to hold it down. And now it is time to put the dust cover and shaft cover back on the stick. And now we're going to take the ball and place it back on. And now we're going to have to lock the ball from the back side, just as we had unlocked the stock one. We're going to lock this one from the back side, and while we hold it on the other side. And now we are almost done. All we need is the back panel. Once all the screws are back in, you're pretty much done, and you can take a look at your good work. Now all you need to do is actually test the stick, so connect it up to either your PS3 or 360 and test that stick out. Hope you'll enjoy this video. Good luck.